Hello, and thank you for being here. Welcome to High Priestess Healer. Let's just go ahead and do a collective and find out what's going on with you guys, okay? I'm going to get out some cards here. Let's roll up the sleeves. My favorite robe. I'm just so happy to be home. I was at my daughter's basketball game, and just haven't been able to be home yet, so here I am for you guys. I'm going to get messages for you guys tonight, okay? Holy Spirit, Divine Mother, angels, archangels, spirit guides, help us to get the messages that the viewers need for their highest good, for their soul evolution, okay? So they can grow into their purpose, know their purpose, and at this moment, fulfill their purpose. Help me to understand what messages you have. Thank you. So that is the message I got as I was beginning with an offering of prayer and thanks to our guides. The message I received was, excuse me, what is it? Fulfill your purpose. So people who are watching today, you're going to notice that, or not just today, but a lot of the viewers, they're going to come for different reasons, but either this particular video or just a group of you guys are coming because you are healers. Healers, you're healers. This is the exact card that came out when I was shuffling, and it's the message that they have for you tonight. Okay, so your purpose is healers. I'm a healer, okay? And I do a lot of different healing. There's different ways to do healing, but I'm talking about healers with your hands, used with your energy. Okay, I'm talking about, even now, hands-on healing. Okay, like with Reiki or what have you. You can touch and not touch with this kinds of energies, okay, and these kinds of healings. I'm talking about healing with our hands. I'm very thankful today because I've always known I was a healer, and I've been told to call myself a hands-on faith healer. And I'm gracious that today I was asked to have my first hands-on healing to someone very special in my life, and so I will be attending as soon as I can to her, as she's been sick for quite some time, since December. So please pray for her if you're listening to this. And we're gonna pray with faith, because we're praying, right? Faith over fear is what we're learning in this channel. And you guys that are here, you're healers too, and you're being called. You're being given a calling. That is the calling. Okay, I'm just going to be grabbing some decks and see what comes out and see what messages I get. Oh, yes, phobias. You might be scared at first, but they say try, okay? The message here is that we're all scared to start new things, or we think, oh, wow, I can't do that. How am I going to be able to do that? You're not. You're going to be a channel and a conduit for the highest good for the people that you're to help and heal with whatever way that you do your hands, your energy, your counseling, your speaking, we're writing a book, whatever it is you're doing. But we are talking about healers with hands. So your ancestors and your spirit guides know that you're going to be scared to even try, because you're going to be scared. Oh, what if it doesn't work? Then I look like I'm a fake. You know what? You're not. You're being called. This is your confirmation. And if you don't try, then you're not going to get better. Yes, this is something that you have to practice at. You have to practice hearing and knowing your intuition. Practice putting aside your carnal body and mind and allowing yourself to be like an empty vessel, to be filled with channeled love, channeled energy of light to people, to deliver them from the oppression that they feel, to give them relief from their suffering in whatever manner it is that they need this healing from, okay? So please, they say, don't be scared. You must develop the talents, and that's what I'm here for. So if you need any help with life coaching, or like I said, I also do spiritual coaching, so I can help walk you through it, because I know it can be really hard. So if you need some support, reach out to me. Please reach out to me at highpriestesshealer@yahoo.com, okay? We ask you, Archangel Michael, to be here with us also. Please give us any message that you have that you think that we need to know for the collective at this moment. What is the message that the collective needs to hear at this moment? Please, Archangel Michael. Thank you for the cards that have been given so far. And thank you for being in attendance at this time. Call upon the higher self of those that are here or going to see this. And we ask that there be a message if you have one. Please show me the card. Please show me the card. Okay. It says new beginnings and fresh start. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of new things coming in for you. A lot of newness, because it looks like you're going to be getting a lot of new information. So this is going to help you become a new person. So like I said, you may come into the knowledge of what your purpose is, you know, or you may want to start that business that you wanted to start. In particular, where I'm talking today about healers and healers with their hands. So this is a new beginning for you. You've never done this. This is for some people out there like myself who've, you know, I've done tons of remote energy, you know, healing, but I haven't done a lot of the I haven't done any hands-on, you know, besides my own children. I haven't done any hands-on, and I've always been told that I was going to do that. So if any of you are like that, then expect that to be something that you're needing to begin now. So now is the time to start using that gift. Okay, it's possible that you spent time like I did, you know, gaining lots of knowledge about things and knowing things, but possibly not knowing when. Okay, and so now is the time. Okay. It says, my prayer, thank you for bringing new opportunities and offering support, and for helping me release and heal my past. Fill me with trust as I experience these life changes. So this is also a message to people who are feeling some kind of, let me get a card here and see how you're feeling. You're feeling like you really want some enlightenment. You really want to connect with your higher power, to see with your third eye, to develop your psychic abilities. So yes, this picture here confirms for me that it is for people who are actively striving to develop their gifts. You know, they're open to it, and I can see that you're filling up with it. Your third eye is on fire, could be like pulsating. You could be gaining tons of downloads right now, as you can see through the big circle on the top. So please pay attention to your dreams, and as soon as you remember them, write them down. And you know, as soon as you know, I mean, not as soon as you know, you may not know exactly what that means to begin with. Okay, for you people who you can dream, you know, and these things are messages from our spirit guides, or, you know, just abilities of knowing things in the future, like psychic, you know, type of feeling, you know, that later it'll feel like it's a deja vu, but it's just something that you knew since before. I'm talking to a really high vibe group at this moment. You're changing, your transformation is happening very fast. Yesterday it was like despondence, and today it's like aligned and ready to go, and you're being, downloaded with the information you need for your gifts, for the next step that you need to take. So you either have support around you and or both. You have also definitely support from your spirit guides giving you downloads. But I do see almost like a heart here, like as if it was a person. So if you either need to have that type of support or are being given that. And so that's how you're going to be able to grow, is if you foster this with the spirit of letting go and releasing things that are hurting you, or old ways of thinking that don't serve you. Because as you heal your past, it's saying that you can be filled with trust and experience life changes. So, okay, I'm involved here. It says, I do have some things I need to drop from the heart space if I want to be filled with more, love and light, and be able to give to others. Okay, so there's a thing here with this trusting self, and trusting your intuition, and trusting God. I'm with these fresh new beginnings and these signs. They're not, now you're beginning to know these are not just coincidences anymore. These are signs, and these are wonders from spirit above. And you know that there's no coincidence, there's synchronicities, and you're starting to see them all around. Okay, so that's the kind of people that are watching these videos either now or in the future when you find this. As they say, they're timeless. So it's always good to watch it whenever you find it. It doesn't matter if it's not on the date. Okay, we're not taking the whole deck. Okay, but I will take the acceptance. Patience. Okay, let me shuffle these a little more, but we will keep acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So actually that does go with the trust thing, because I read this one earlier for myself. Worry, perseverance. So, and yeah, when I released blame of myself, right, which means I could accept myself, and learn that and realize that, yeah, I'm scared. Yeah, I've messed up. Yeah, I don't know about my life. It's uncertain day to day, moment to moment. But I can't live in fear. Worry gets me nowhere, and I need to trust in the divine. I need to know where to go to get my information, my help, my support, right? That's to our Creator. It says, I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change. So that brings you peace. So if you can't change them and you've done all you can do, then you are living in a state of joy and contentment, because that's a good place to be, right? I'll take a few more of these because I really like these cards. They're very, very helpful in helping me to decipher, what it is you guys are going through, as they also do that for me in my own life. I was just talking about trust with my husband, and then I was running my cards earlier, and I was like, look, trust came out, and he just laughed or snickered. I was like, yeah, I know what's going on with me. So that's a message to you guys there in of itself, is like, don't be as scared, and to have flaws. We all have them. And you're unique, and if the Creator made you that way, He did, and if you need help and you need information, ask for it, and He will help you. All your spiritual team will come to your aid to help you, because they want you to have new beginnings, and they want you to have fresh starts, after you learn one thing and you move to the next. They're here to help you peacefully guide you to the next one. And, you know, as my husband told me today, he's like, don't be so hard on yourself. You know, that's, you know, talking about acceptance here. I'm learning to accept that things I cannot change, you know, and it's like, well, I can't change that. Why am I going to worry about it, you know? And I think it's just part of, you know, the process, you know. So this is people who are coming out of denial. They're seeing things for what they are. You know, they've prayed. They're working on their purpose. They're trying to, you know, rid their fears and have faith over fear, and just like start brand new, like you're renewed, you know, like you've gone to the spa and had a Thai massage, and, you know, a fresh haircut and updo, and yeah, you know, like feeling good, like you just get out of bed and hopping around, not like before, you know, when you're in a not so good place. I mean, there's perseverance. Remember, it was at the bottom. You know, you were all tired and, you know, unmotivated and just, you know, unhappy and unsatisfied. So we got perseverance. I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Once I actually believed that, I realized that when I realized this was true, my life changed. I realized I can do anything I want to do. I already knew that, but I must have forgot. And I just realized, like, it just dawned on me, like if it was some kind of epiphany, you know, maybe I got aligned better, and I can hear better, and I can understand my intuition. And it tells me exactly what I need to know. And it tells me right now that I can do whatever I set my mind to. This one says peace, and then it says relationships. Oh, finally. There's been a lot of relationship issues going on around here. So let's see what's going on. Peace. I am a being of love, and I realize all negative energy. That's wonderful. That's so beautiful. Peace is priceless, right, guys? It says, I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. That's a great mantra, a great affirmation. But I do want to let you know that, you know, it is something, the affirmations are something that you have to come up with by yourself. And the emotion has to be there, like you believe it, and you have to say it out loud. Okay? I'm telling you this is if you want to manifest things and know about the law, the real law of attraction. If you need help learning how to do that, again, I am a life coach, so please reach out. That's something that's hard to learn to do, but it is possible and necessary to manifest things. Relationships. I'm feeling good in this card. I haven't even read it, only because I see peace, perseverance, acceptance. Like, if people are going through their fears, and they're starting to heal, you know what? I'm looking at this another way too. You're healers, but you're healing. So these are people that I'm talking to, are people who are healing to become healers. You're actually at the end of being healed and renewed, so you could begin your purpose on a larger scale in the healing field. Okay. This is wonderful. So the storyline actually, and I don't read a story, but it says, you know, you're really desirous for knowledge and truth and peace. So you went to the Creator and to spirit guides, and you have really done your work here to clear up things in your mind and make sure that, you know, your mind... that your heart understands what your mind knows, right? Because sometimes our minds know things, but our heart hasn't caught up, or our heart feels something, but our mind hasn't caught up. Or so they really need to be in sync. You know, one needs to understand the other, and you know, this you're gonna just be getting knowledge that you didn't even know that you didn't even know. And then you're like, well, I know that's from spirit because that's not something I knew before. Okay, so that's how I'm trying to help you, you healers, or you people with special gifts who don't know how this is gonna all play out. Okay, because I know it's all new for you, and it can be scary. But you know, at some point you get to the point of acceptance, like this is a gift and it's beautiful, and I have to use it as it was intended, and solely for the purpose it was intended, with great sacred just it being something sacred to you. It's a gift to you, and treating it as such so that you can continue to have it and feel satisfied to bless other people, to be healed of whatever ailment it is. It could be a sickness. I've done healings and people stopped smoking. I've done healings and people have been able to sleep better. Their, leg feeling better, or me finding something in their throat chakra and them finding out about a thyroid problem. They referred them to a doctor, and just, it's amazing what healing can do, what energy can do. So, I'm sorry, I went off on a little tangent there. Relationships, back over to that. It says, I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So the message in this one here is that your highest good is to be in a place of high vibration. It's to be living your purpose. It's to be around people who are supportive, people around you that make you feel peaceful or at peace, or you can be at peace with or around. Just people who will go the extra mile for you and persevere through, hard times. And lastly, that, accept each other's differences, if that's going to be, if you're going to make it work. Otherwise, the guidance is to go in a new direction. And actually, look, I just was about to use these cards. Top of the deck, this says choose new direction. Okay, could be for some of those are just top of the deck. Here at the bottom of the deck says take action. Shuffle these up a little bit. Thank you, angels. Thank you for being here and helping us to get the information that you'd like to give us today. Is there anything that you have that you would like them to know for their highest good? Thank you. Go a different speed here. I'm going to pray about this here. Angels. What is the message you have for the collective? If you believe. Message is if you believe. Okay, so if you believe, you can receive anything you ask for in Christ. I don't know which actually verse that is. It might even be Matthew 21:20. I'm not quite sure, but that is the message. Abundance, reconsider. The message I'm getting here then, let's see. The message is that abundance is coming to you. And it's actually your birthright. It's one of those breakthrough things that you're supposed to break through while you're here. You're going to be abundant. So reconsider your options regarding romance. Something's unlikely, but to listen to your intuition. Let's see if we can get 1 or 4 more. So persevere and you will be abundant. Okay, so the message there then would be to put a little bit of work into things, you know, even like a little bit each day, and eventually you'll be abundant, right? That you take some action, and the universe and the creator all, you know, come to your aid to help you. Okay. So reconsider something that you are studying in your heart, possibly regarding romance or a sacred union. You can see they're together and they're glowing, and you can see the double helix down there. So there is a person either in your life or coming in that is a significant soulmate, what I like to call divine counterpartner. I do see a lot of light, a lot of love, a lot of power, a lot of brilliance. Brilliance is what comes to my name. A lot of loving, healing energy and power. A lot of abundance, beauty, support. All of the things we talked about. If you go one way, your abundance is unlikely, and it says no. But there's another way, if you reconsider it regarding romance. You know, as long as you're listening to your intuition within the next few weeks, if you take action on whatever information you got, a year from now, your life is not going to look like it does right now, or like it ever did. It will be not like you've ever experienced it. Phobias are going to be a thing of the past, okay? You're going to be healed and healing and out there healing and living your purpose and aligned and getting your information from your spirit guides, ancestors, Holy Ghost, you know, Divine Mother, whoever it is that you use, you know, the energy that you call upon to help you. So I'm very ecstatic for that last message for you guys there. Just, you know, you would know what avenues I'm speaking about, but whatever you believe, you know, is pretty much what's going to happen, because your mind tells you how to act and what to do. And so whatever you think is, you know, your inner world is going to create your outer world. So y'all are working on healing your inner world, so your outer world now will be very, very abundant, starting within the next few weeks. So if you guys see you're making more money, or people are just like, wow, you're having this glow up. Like today, my daughter posted something on Facebook. She was so sweet, so sweet. Oh, love her. My BFF. And she said something like, look, my mom put a selfie, sent me a selfie. She gets so much more beautiful every time she puts more peace, and I can't remember the other word she used, more peace and love into herself. And so that was really nice to see that, and a very good message to send around Facebook. I thought was beautiful. And I mean, I didn't even have any makeup on. I didn't expect her to put it on Facebook, but I really don't care. This is me. We got golden opportunities. So that's, again, I told you, within the next few weeks, you know, you may get a raise, you may find a new job, right? Because, you know, since you're now going to start working on your purpose, I bet your career start changing. So send out some resumes to other places that maybe you think you know, you may make a little less money, maybe not, but you'll be doing something you like, okay? Following your passions is going to lead you to be for fulfillment. So yeah, like I said, in the next few weeks, and then here comes the golden opportunity. Important doors are opening for you right now. Walk through them. So like earlier it said, take action on the bottom of the deck. So it's important that the doors that you can understand your intuition enough to make sure you're going through the doors that your creator is opening for you. Your angels are opening for you. The doors that the heavens are opening for you. And you will know which ones are which doors and which ones to open and which ones not to open, etc. So then you don't have to worry about anything, okay? Here we go. Guiding children. This, I guess on this station, I think is going to have a lot to do about children in the future, because they also have gifts. So I've been told that I'm probably going to be working with gifted children, you know, and their mothers. Either their parents are not, they either are, don't have the gifts, because sometimes they skip a generation, they say, or they both do have gifts, but it's gonna be a, you know, a support group and a place to facilitate for children to not be afraid of their gifts, to not shut them down, right? To learn how to use them instead of being scared of them, right? And to help them do what they came here to do on this earth, right? Because we didn't have people to teach us about gifts and how to use them and that they were okay. You know, we were told you were crazy if you could heal, or you could, you know things that other people didn't know for no good reason, or just whatever, right? You know, but now we're going to stand up strong. These people that are following me, you're going to gain strength from me. See me do it, and then you do it, because you're going to see me do it. It says, you are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. So a lot of people either have children that you need to begin helping. They may have gifts and you don't even know about it. I'm very, very close with my children, so we talk about everything. And that's how I came up with the whole notion about the children, because my daughter told me, you know, this is happening to me, you know, and she's like, I'll already know this information and then it'll happen. And I'm like, okay, I know what this is. And I knew exactly what it was, because God had just told me, start a Facebook group, you know, and put stuff in there that you learn so you can, you know, give it to your children later, and then it'll help them. Just kind of a way to organize my stuff. And then I started adding some friends so they could have it for their children. And anyways, I don't know where it's at the moment. It's like I had to get off Facebook for a couple of years. Anyhow, so yeah, children, there's a lot of more children coming in with gifts, or coming to you with gifts, or you needing to go to them with gifts, because they're over here with this phobia that, look, this is what's happening to me. I don't know what's happening to me, and I can't tell nobody because they're going to think I'm crazy. Like, I think I'm crazy. Like, what's going on? So, and what I told my daughter was that, you know, well, I said, that's actually, you know, a gift. She has several of them, but we're talking about this one in particular. She has other gifts. And I said, she's very sensitive. And everybody always says, you're so sensitive. And I tell her, being sensitive is a gift. My oldest is like that too, very sensitive. So obviously sensitive to the spirit and emotions, and, you know, very empathetic. Where was I going with this? I started going off on the sweetness of my daughters. You know how that is as a parent. So your children are going to have gifts, and you'll need to help them so they're not scared. If you need help with that, again, I am a life coach, and you should reach out to me, and I would help you to mentor you through this, be a support for you. if you need that assistance. This last one says sensitivity. You just, like the other readers say, you just can't make that up. I didn't even look at it yet. So it says, you are becoming increasingly sensitive. Avoid harsh relationships, environments, situations, and chemicals. Okay, you guys are really, really sensitive right now. So soak up all the good energy you can. You know, clean out the junk and work on that heart chakra and just soak up the sun type of a feeling. Soak in all the beauty of the gifts that are coming your way. And this is an urgent message for you to, you know, check upon your environment and your relationships and the chemicals in your home. You know, the things that go into your body, I would say, not just the chemicals around the house, but use more natural, you know, chemicals. Like for me, just like cleaning the house, I use like some eucalyptus oil with vinegar and, you know, water, and I'll put, you know, a tinge of like pine salt, but I usually don't even do that. So, you know, just like that, you know, or using baking soda, things like that. You know, oils on the knitted balls, the wool balls, instead of like the dryer sheets that, you know, mess with your neurological system. Things of that nature. And then just relationships that aren't supportive, that don't make you feel loved, that make you feel sad. You know, if you're like sad or lonely or depressed, you know, just pay attention, like the energy around people that you're around, and just notice how you feel with each person, you know, and notice when they're not around how you feel, and just take stock of the people and the chemicals in your life, and the environment that you live in. You know, they talk about the feng shui and whatnot. So I know I feel chaotic because my room is a mess, and it's been like this for a while, and I just cannot stand it to no end. But as soon as I put one thing up, something else is out, and I love things to be in order. So I just don't even know how I live like this. This is probably why I was in bed for 6 or 7 months. All right, we all need some Jesus in our lives, so we're going to get a message from Jesus. We need some Jesus in our lives, some peace, some harmony, some healing, some love, right? We talked about this, being peacemakers. That was my first calling. I did a good job with it for the most part, but since I grew up kind of an angry person, I didn't always do it. Maybe it was 50 and 50. But, you know, as the year went on and I worked on my anger, I, you know, was able to make more and more peace, you know. As you heal and you forgive, you know, it brings more peace to your life. So that's a big message for you that just came through me right now without even thinking. The sound of shuffling the cards helps me to channel. So that's why it's like, it didn't even matter if something comes out or it doesn't, because it's just the channeled messages that I asked to come through, and not so much having to read like the cards, like just, you know, word for word. That's way too many, but we'll take, let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. So we'll take that card. And the reason why we're going to take that card is because the big message I had for you earlier about this phobias card was not to be afraid. And Jesus himself is asking you to be humble like a child, like the one he's holding, who trusts him with total faith, and trust in him that he's there to help you when you call upon him, and to not be afraid. You wouldn't have to be afraid if you trusted that he was going to help you. So he's asking for you to trust him and to have faith over fear. You're going to keep hearing me say that, and hearing me say that, and hearing me say that. All right, let's see what else we got. These are the abundance cards, I believe. I love, 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 love this deck. Wow, that one like jumped out at us, didn't it? Calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. Breathe that in. That's calmness, quiet during the storm. So take a deep breath. It says, oh, I'm sorry, I'm psychic. I already knew they should do that. I think that's the first time I've said that. Now I say it to myself all the time, but I don't think I've ever told people that I'm a psychic. They just know. I don't tell people. I don't go out into public and, you know, look who I am and what I do. I don't do that. God brings people to me, or me to people, in a very orchestrated way, and, you know, asks me to do what he asks me to do, and I serve him with great honor. I love my Father. It says, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. So I can feel this very intense sensation at the moment. It's almost like this card here, this phobias card. So there must be a group here of people who are feeling very scared, very unsure, very uncertain, you know, which is opposite of, you know, the one who's ready and poised and strong and, you know, ready to go and knows what they need to be doing. There's a group of you who you may know that this is what you need to do. You think that's your intuition, you know, but you pray that it is. You don't want to make a wrong decision, you know. But you're being called to realize that it is very, not only unlikely, but it's definitely not going to be the answer if you're scared. If you're getting an answer out of fear and you're scared, like out of fear, instead of from a place of calm, that is not going to be the right answer that, you know, is that you're looking for, if you're looking for an answer, okay? It's very important that you make good decisions, right? Because the decisions we make today is what shapes our tomorrow. So let me see if there's anything here that I get from these cards. Is there anything I need to let the collective know? That is grief, pain, headaches, illness. There's people out there who need to be healed. There's people sad and lonely. So we need to get ready so we can help these people. So you guys, for the time being, continue to go within, where you, the answer, the only place you can get the right answer from. You go within and you listen, you be still. When you really desire the truth, it will come to you. Okay, that's the message for you from this deck. I know nothing came out, but that was what I channeled. I'm telling you, these cards just help me channel. I give you the message, and then usually the cards come out the same, or the same message, you know. It's also Spirit's way of confirming things for y'all, and definitely confirming things for me. So it's a kind of a cool thing to happen. It doesn't happen all the time, but it feels like that it might start happening that way I actually do know a gal that I used to listen to online. I haven't heard from her in a while. I mean, I haven't listened in a while, but she did, her channel was a channel, she did channeling as well. And then her cards would come out just like she said. So I always thought that that was so cool. Like, that was like my favorite channel. Like, I loved it. Like, just like confirming, and you could feel the chills run up and down your body, you know. So I guess I'm also being prepared to make better videos, because the deal was that it was going to be something that I channel. It's going to be a channeled message. And I haven't done channeled messages. I only do some channeling, but I feel today more and more channeling. So my gifts must be growing, and so might y'all's. So there's a King of Pentacles on the board, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or somebody like that. Okay, someone very, very grounded is in your midst, or you are that person or becoming that person. So this can be male and female, even though it does say King of Pentacles, right? Like me, I was a Queen of Pentacles. I could be a King of Pentacles now, but more than likely it's a King of Pentacles, you know, around you, or near you somehow, that you know. They're needing some strength. They're working on themselves. They have a lot of pain that they're trying to relieve, both metaphorically and in reality. That there is a person in your life, the life of whoever this King of Pentacles is, that is being either, you know, somewhat cold or mistrusting. You know, maybe there's harsh words, you know, said. So, you know, queens can also act unqueenly, if that's a sentence. I mean, it could be you know, anybody. It could be a male as well, but it feels female. And the King of Pentacles feels male. Queen of Swords, I'm sorry, feels female. And it just looks like, you know, I mean, it also could be an air sign, right? Because that's what's represented there by the sword. Libra being one of those. Gemini. And what's the other one? Aquarius. Yeah. It also could be a air sign and a fire sign. Possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. All right, so let's see what's going on. There's some thinking going on. They use the hangman as a stalemate sometimes, or someone going within to look for answers and enlightenment. See a victory card. But, you know, they were feeling defeated and just, you know, like with no strength, you know, needing help. And just, you know, they were a just person, whoever this Queen of Swords is, but I think, like the King of Pentacles, she also must have gone through lots of things through her life to get to the wisdom, obviously, to be a queen, to be loving, to be intuitive, right? So, you know, something, whatever it was, illness, pain, or some kind of betrayal, could have plagued her as well. And, you know, looks like there's just people who are giving up, or, you know, it's not even giving up because it's like they're on top, but not on, it's like they're not on top anymore. Well, that's because I think people in this situation are learning to compromise more, and they're not so defensive. So it looks like the Hangman taught this person that they need to put their defense down if they want to, for this, obviously, it looks like a relationship, if they want the relationship to move forward, partnership, relationship, I don't know. Yeah, it looks like the Queen gave up. But somebody or both decided that they realize they need to be less defensive towards each other. I don't know how they would come into that notion or that information, but I know for me today, I just read a message from a realtor, and she happens to be a preacher, and she sent me a beautiful message about humbleness. And the humbleness changed my heart. It made me not want to be so defensive. Like, I realized that I had phobias. I realized that I had, you know, resentment, or that I would be sensitive, you know, if, you know, I was feeling threatened in any way, because I have had situations in the past that have made me want to, you know, reset my boundaries and raise them a bit. And so, you know, you kind of feel threatened when people are getting near your boundaries, like what you are not able to accept, you know, in your life. So, yeah, definitely not being defensive is going to allow you to move forward in that relationship, or any, because that kind of thinking and being resentful and not humble, and right, we have to empty ourselves so we can become that channel and vessel that God needs us to be. The spirit room has a purpose for us. The heavens have a purpose for us, and being humble and putting our defenses down are now going to move us forward. You're now balanced. You have the yin, the yang, the masculine, the feminine. And so maybe you at one time felt off, you know, but, you know, feeling when you feel off balance, you know, this person, you know, he's doing a great job balancing these. Like, he's got no problem. It's like, woo, 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 because he knows, like, he does this for a living or something, right, at the circus, in my story. And, you know, he decides, you know, he's like, I'm going to put down all my burdens because I can't carry them anymore. That's all. That's as much as I can carry. Like, that's all as much as I can do. And he's satisfied with that because he wouldn't do less than his best. So he's like, okay, I can't juggle, you know, all these things at once. all these feelings and things I got to do and places I got to be, or whatever the case may be, the illness, and I just can't take it anymore. And so, you know, you're taking a rest, or you're done taking a rest, and you're letting go of fear. Okay, that's a card of fear here that we talked about again, about that with phobia. So you're reading that fear and nightmares and not being able to sleep and too much thinking. So again, we talked about, you know, remembering to release the past and heal it so that you have more peace in the future. So if you're going to be a beacon of light, if you're going to be a peacemaker, right? Because we got the card too, peace. You're going to be peacemakers with me. I am a being of love, and I release all negative energy. So we're going to release negative energy, right? All those swords. Look, and they're upside down, both of them. I mean, you can't make that up. You guys saw me shuffle. They're upside down. This means there's healing taking place. This is what I want to see right here. But until you have those, the healing, like that, you can't move forward. That one keeps getting away from me. Give me one more second. I guess it wants to come out. But, you know, healing can take time, okay? And that's why your next card, you know, it's upside down. You have a new beginning that's waiting to start, like a brand new spanking ginormous opportunity. It's there. It's not going nowhere, okay? But as soon as you're done with the healing, then it'll turn face up. And it's heaven sent, okay? So I'm going to put it face up because that's the way I intend it to be for you. And we're going to turn the Queen of Swords face up, okay? So we can send out good energy. That's the way that's happening, okay? We already know the story, so we're intending good for you guys and the people that these represent, okay? And just remember, again, that, you know, relationships are important, okay? And that's being said here. And ones that are supportive. It says, I am attracted to those people who serve my highest good. So remember that some people are in your environment that are harsh and might not be as peaceful for you to keep your high vibration in. So whenever and whichever way that you feel you need to take action, take action. And in a year from now, you're going to see yourself like the opposite of the way you have your life at the moment, right? And so at this time, I see you looking out into the horizons and seeing infinite possibilities. So that looks really good for you, me, and you, everybody right now, whoever this represents. It's a number 2, so yeah, relationship harmony. Definitely see that coming in for you again. He's like, the world is my oyster. Also could signify, you know, travel also. So either needing to go travel, or you are traveling, or you travel for work. Or like me, if, you know, I've never been outside of the United States, and so I was really against taking that COVID vaccine for so long. And then I finally was like, you know what? I want to do some traveling. I want to go like on a cruise or something. I've always wanted to. And I want to start doing things that I've always wanted to do and, you know, and didn't do. So, yeah, like, it was been on my to-do list for, I can't tell you how long. And even though, you know, it didn't matter that I had it on there for a long time, I never took it off. And so even though it's taken a long time for me to even take any action, at least I never took it off. And so it was always in the back of my mind. But I decided to make it important right now. And, you know, it came from within. So I'm pretty sure it has to do with my purpose. Actually, I'm getting a psychic insight that yes, it's because I'm going to be called to fly somewhere to heal somebody. So I guess part of the healing that I do will entail, it's going to entail travel. Okay, great. I already knew that, and I just channeled that as the message, but I already knew that. It was just a knowing. So that can't be just a message for me. Like I said, you guys are healers, and so that's a message for you. You may be, and most likely, okay, are going to be traveling for whatever you do in healing, whether it's speaking or, you know, you go, like me, I guess, because I'm supposed to write a book, you know, you'll go to like a book signing and do healings, or, you know, most of my work I want to commit, though, to healing with my hands, with my energy. But yes, I love doing these card readings because it allows me to promote being a life coach, spiritual advisor, psychic intuitive, card reader. And these things, I get to help you to align yourself. That way you can have the best now and the best future. You know, what areas you need to heal, you know, what possible blockages are there to get, you know, to where you need to be, you know, because you're feeling at a stalemate, or you're feeling at a standstill and don't know what to do, or, you know, when is this pain going to end? When am I going to meet my divine counterpartner? Or, you know, when am I going to stop being ill? Or, you know, what is he thinking about me, or she thinking about me? You know, what are the characteristics, if you don't know the person, you know, that he's going to have, you know? And I'm pretty sure that you know exactly the characteristics that they are, because this is a group who is strong. And I'm teaching you now that if you're a group that hasn't gone through, you know, Ten of Swords, can help you get through that a little easier if you talk about some of the possible pitfalls that you might find throughout your way. So that's where these card readings come into handy a lot. All right. So let's see. But it does look that you are determined. This is your determining card, and really rushing towards your goals and your dreams, and really taking them serious and putting in the work, and, you know, feeling motivated and feeling creative, and, you know, having clarity of thought and knowing your purpose. So you can, now that you know your purpose, you can, you know, charge ahead, right? And whatever it is that, you know, you work in, I mean, not work in, I don't know why I said that. There is, you know, change coming your way to get peace that you want. You know, you have a win-win situation coming towards you where, you know, there's no more fighting. There's more humbleness. There's no feelings of defeat, you know, and just, you know, a feeling of, I just want peace, you know. And then, you know, being happy that you can be that vessel to show people how it feels to be peaceful. But first you need to be peaceful, right? Okay. But the next card is a 6. And it's right after 5, which we just read. And it says you're going to be victorious. So it looks like you might have some downtime, you know, after your victory. And it'll be about another time of healing, okay? So if you're like, I'm not hearing from God, and what am I supposed to do? And, you know, he's only told me, or my angels and my ancestors, they've only told me this much, and I don't know what that means. And, you know, it's just trust in divine timing is the message I'm channeling here. Because it's whenever is the right time, the perfect time. You know, it's always the perfect time. But if you're pushing things, or you're resisting things, or you're trying to be in control of things, it will never work out how you want to. As soon as you let go, stop resisting, you know, surrender enough, but take enough action, and, you know, and have enough belief to create the things you want to, then they start to happen as you want to. But, you know, those are things that you can forget even after a victory, because you just need some rest where, you know, nothing is really happening, and there's, you know, no real communication, more like going within and you know, fasting and doing service, and just, you know, slowing down life a little bit. So that's the message, is to slow down life a little bit, is what I'm getting. So I know you're charging towards your purpose, but slow down a little bit. I don't know why they're saying slow down a little bit. That's what I heard. So I think just so you can take it all in and process it and enjoy the journey, you know, and the learning that you gain of it, and the strength that you feel as you become ascended more and more, and your awareness expands, and you feel, you know, like a different person. You know, it's like you wake up one day and you're a new person. It's radical. That's the kind of changes that are going to start taking place. Okay. I suggest if you want to get any decks, get the, which one? Sacred Geometry one, okay? Because it's somehow goes around your consciousness into your subconsciousness. So I haven't done it that way. I'm actually thinking about just going through those cards and staring at them. It's a way to meditate. There's just really nothing to stare at. It's not like anything abstract or a sun or a moon, or it's just like you see like dots, and you can like feel it like going into your psyche if you're that sensitive in tune. So there is some kind of fear with the King of Pentacles. There is some kind of fear, or some kind of subconscious, you know, information that they need to bring to the surface to let go, or to handle, you know, that maybe they didn't remember, was repressed, and they're needing to, you know, heal at this time, and just really needing strength right now, because there's a lot of, you know, inner and or outer, you know, arming going around, and, you know, like I said, it is a masculine, so the Tower to me would say there's a lot of isolation going on, and that can get kind of lonely, you know, especially if you have support around you. Even if you don't, find some, you know, and we all need to lean on somebody. See the Tower, he's leaning. Well, I didn't show them to you, but this is the moon that was on top of the King of Pentacles. It's 32 or 5 if you add it up, which is a change. And then this is an 11. So if you believe in the twin flames, this is like a twin flame. So you need strength. There might be a twin flame coming in, or you are with a twin flame ready. There is going to be some change. That's what the Tower is talking about. It's going to be sudden change. So that's good. Since it's on top of the card that's healing, I think it means there's a lot of healing going on. So if you're forgiving, and you're learning, and you're growing, and gaining knowledge, and expanding your consciousness, then you're healing, you're ascending. So that is why I would see this Queen now is 35 or an 8, and can move forward, can feel secure, can feel anchored, can feel like finally have some kind of security, you know, and, you know, I don't feel the weight of, you know, weight on me too much, you know, just getting a break from that. And there's, you know, in underneath the, what is it? The hangman, it's telling you just to have faith and to stay true to yourself, basically. And part of the message here is that there's always going to be pain with change. There's always going to be hard times, trials, and burdens. And so I know you're hurting, and I know that those 10 of swords do not feel good in your back, but it's ending. It's done. It's over. The worst is over, and the best of your life is on its way. It's the message that I channeled for you. And for you just to have faith, okay? And be strong during times of pain, times of trials, burdens. Basically. So I think a lot of people in life are wanting to not feel pain, you know, or suffering or anything negative. And so this is here to tell you, to help you. I think once you realize, like I did, it's like, oh, okay, this is actually never going away. I mean, yeah, you get to the point where you feel joy and you're enjoying the moment and it's blissful and on a daily basis. But that doesn't mean you're not going to have trials and tribulation and illnesses. Like, life's going to be perfect. It just means you're going to be able to handle them different. You're going to be able to be calm in the storm. You're still going to be able to have peace and stuff like that. So, you know, it's a different way of handling things as they happen to you. These cards. Yeah. And so, yeah, you know, the card that I was saying is the Seven of Wands. You know, like, it sounds to me that I was saying to you, the defensiveness, you know, is what will change, you know, the relationship with this queen. But if it's going to be something that's, you know, just quick, you know, not quick, but just for a short time, then, you know, the woman is probably moving forward or in a different direction. Because the woman is on top of the Chariot. And we did get a card here that is talking about possibly a person who's reconsidering romance. I don't know. So that's for some of you. And then for others of you, you're going to be trying to, like, find a solution to the problem, and you find that that's unlikely, and there's just, you know, you've tried every way, and you don't see a way around whatever mountain it is that is happening with this person, the compromise, whatever it is, or lack of communication or intimacy or compatibility or whatever have you, you know, and that, you know, a new direction will have to be taken. That's what that card says. That's 3 times they say that. Stork, 1, 7. That's an 8. So take action. Also, right, abundance. And so abundance is going to come in the more that you start to heal and move in a direction that is more peaceful and supportive and stable. And on this Ace of Wands, I don't have a lot of information for you. I did put it forward, but it was upside down. So do your research about any kind of opportunities coming into your life. Intentions are always needed to be closely observed as well. And, you know, let's see. I put this one on top of that. It's the wrong one. Let's see. Oops. Pull this by accident. There's the chariot. I didn't mean to pull it, but there it is. Chariot by the Chariot. It's a confirmation. Let's see. I don't know if I'm going to go through all of them with this, but I might because I really like these cards, and I usually do. It's just that this is really long, and you know, I don't know if you guys like really long videos. I know it looks like you guys like short videos, but I like long videos. I like using several decks, you know, and see how everything really keeps confirming, you know, one another, about, you know, the message that is here, and not just, you know, what the card reader thinks, you know, is a possibility, you know, which of course that's what it is. They are all possibilities, and they can change, you know, at any given moment. Everybody has free will, can change that at any given time. And these are, you know, things that I'm intuitive, they giving you messages about, you know, during this time, in this moment of time, right? And that's why we do these daily, because they change daily. They change moment to moment. And so, you know, I love to see every day to do them and see, well, what's changing? You know, are they growing? And that's why when I started out, I was like, okay, what's this about? And we saw that it was about, you know, your gifts and healing and getting past your fears and helping children that are sensitive, and the environment that you're around, and just persevering and being balanced, and keeping peace through the storm, and you know, laying down your burdens, and turning in, you know, fear for faith, and you know, leaning on someone for help when you need help, and just really going within and changing anything in your psyche that needs to be changed, so that you can see what you want on your outer world, to become a reality, which is whatever you believe it to be and whatever you move towards, right? So let's see. On top of this too, how about I just take one and I put them on top of, from the top, and then I just put them on top of each one of them, because I don't think we're going to get one for each card for a while. I usually do this until I get poppers, but I'm willing to try it this way. So you're looking at something and you're thinking about moving away from it and putting a nail in it there. And then you're looking to charge a different direction towards whatever these new and old dreams are, hopes and aspirations, with all your faith and gusto and might. And you know, you're willing to stand up for yourself whenever, if you need to, not looking for a fight, but definitely ready for one if it comes, and, you know, blessing them as they leave, right? Not sad that, you know, of anybody feeling defeat, or conflict, right? But taking a more calm approach, though, and not having to have so much conflict. That's the goal there. And I guess, you know, a heart is somehow mended in the relationship. And that was done by a surrendering and letting down everything that you can no longer hold, you know, and saying, I need you I need my spirit team. I need pleading. She's praying. Please help me. Come help me. That's all you got to say. Please help. And then they come in and they're gonna fix up this little heart of yours. Okay. You're not gonna be juggling anymore here as far as like what you should do or trying to balance, you know, everything in your life. Good luck, you know, will start coming to you. And, you know, I know that there's mountains and uncertainty and clouds and, you know, things to get through. But you have plenty of strength and knowledge and protection, and there's nothing to be scared of. The sun is coming your way with all these new blessings and beginnings and healings that you worked hard on to release. You worked hard on for a new life, a renewal, a new direction, and putting in the action now, you know, your fullest potential. What you're doing, what's best for your highest self, and now you're feeling the sun. Okay, you're feeling it. So, like I said, you know, it takes if there's somebody in your midst, you know, maybe it's not a good, at the moment, it's not a good match at the moment. You know, and there could be other reasons for wanting to get with you besides, you know, winning your heart. That Ace of Wands is upside down, so just do your homework on the intentions of people, which is what I was saying earlier. And, you know, if part of what, you know, your hopes and dreams are is, you know, after putting a nail in this coffin, moving towards, you know, moving towards it, you are definitely going to have it, if that's one of the things you have in mind. Not only can you have it, but you're going to be offered it. Okay? And you know, there's going to be a time where after that there's anxiety or maybe some haunting thoughts, right? You know, that you're still working on. You know, but you need to communicate and count on each other. Lean on each other for support. If there's any anxieties, you know, or things that you're stressed out about that you need to talk about or what have you, okay, that you haven't talked about already. And just know that, you know, if anybody comes at you wrong, you know, then that might be someone who's a little bit immature, and not necessarily, in my opinion, they're, you know, a hard enemy to detect, you know. I think you people are high vibing, high tuition, you know how to discern, and you're intuitive, and you're psychic, and you're empathetic, so you know who is doing you wrong and who isn't, who's a thief, who isn't. You know, this can just be, you know, a time in your life where you were feeling barren of creative thoughts, and you know, that might have caused you some temporary illness. It could be anxiety, it could be headache, could be any of the things, right? But now you should have a partner that is going to help support you through these things, so that you don't have illness. You don't have to worry about anybody stealing your time, energy, or money, or any enemies. It says enemies hard to detect, or wondering, you know, the intentions of the person. You'll have complete trust. So You know, whether you're an air sign or you're in your King of Swords stance, yeah, I guess, status, you know, you quickly decide, you know, which, what needs to be cut, what doesn't, what's just, what isn't. And what else was here with it? I didn't see what else was here with it. I guess it was those two. Yeah, so you'll know which way to go. They both lead to where you need to be if you are living in a just manner and acting as the typical, you know, justice or air sign, King of Swords, Libra, or air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Could be. That's the second time we've had that. We have a lot of wands, so a lot of fire. We have a lot of fire, and we have a lot of swords, tons of swords and tons of. Okay, so the next one here is with this Five of Pentacles. You know, it looks like the Five of Pentacles, you know, where you probably like feel at times alone or detached or sad, or maybe, you know, waning in, you know, faith or what have you, or feeling a scarcity of some sorts. You know, you have to put your trust in the universe is what this is saying, because the universe is faithful to you and wants to bless you and is abundant. And so you need to think abundantly so that you can bring in the abundance. That's how it happens. I don't say I'm going to, you know, show you how to do this so that you can do it just because, you know, I'm making a statement I can't keep. I'm just saying it because I felt channeled to, and I'm going to do it. And it's not something I'm not going to do. I'm not that kind of a person. So this is saying, you know, don't have that scarcity thinking. If you want to manifest, you need to have abundance thinking, that the whole spirit team is loyal to you. They're around you. They're supporting you. You have friends, so reach out. Reach out to someone you trust, and be loyal to those also that are loyal to you and who love you and help and support you during hard times, right? We talked about, you know, being around people who don't be around people, you know, that are in harsh environments or harsh relationships. So, you know, if you're always feeling detached from someone or out in the cold or lonely, then you may want to reconsider that, as, you know, it did say here on your angel card. So I guess that's one thing to reconsider. So there must be some viewers here that are feeling alone and scared and, you know, hurt or detached. You know, it's very common for some people to get upset and then, like, you know, detach from you or retract their love from you, you know, and I think that's not a very good thing, but you know, it is common, you know. But then you've got the Tower here, and it's matched up here with the Horseman. It's a 1. So as soon as something breaks down and something new comes riding in for you, just like it was, just as quick as it went, something swiftly comes towards you for rebuilding, okay? And just like the Knight of Swords, right? It's galloping towards you. It's ready for you. It's waiting for you. If you would only believe, okay? In this new beginning and blessings that are wanting to be bestowed on you in every way and form and fashion that I see here. So at the moment, I see that there are people here wanting to manifest a house, And the message to you here is that it's just not the time. You're at the end of a cycle, but there are still some things to learn. But they here, I do see that there is some kind of instability when in a relationship or in a home, or what have you, that you both or one of you is healing from. Obviously, the both. And so the more that you heal your present moment, your past, I'm sorry, you bring more peace into this moment. So, ask your higher self, ask yourself, what is it that I need to learn? Is it forgiveness, humbleness, acceptance, blame, guilt, shame, whatever the case may be. And we got here the Hermit with the Garden. I swear we just had the Garden. Okay, so somebody's on the lookout for you, or you're on the lookout for somebody. Or there's some kind of a mentor here holding out a light for you. Or this is just you having had all the experience and, know which road to proceed to. Again, I see travel and just becoming more, having more networking more and traveling, and I see lots of opportunities and deals going down over here. The Knight of Swords comes with a letter, passionate good news, creativity, brand new offers that bring growth and passion to the lifestyle. There's the Page of Cups with this offer of love, sincere offer of love and wanting a new beginning. And there's that. And then the last one I have here was the Page of Swords. And just, there is also not only good people, watching out, watching you, or, bringing you all kinds of good news and opportunities and offers of love, but there's also the opposite. So you discern the difference, and you slay what you need to slay, and keep what you need to keep, and make sure that your life thrives and you survive, and you're using your clarity wisely that you gain, and your newness and your desire to do what's right, and using your intellect in all times, and using your heart as well. So that's your last message, is to follow your heart's desire, so your soul's desire. And if you do that and you follow what you're passionate about, then I can promise you that you'll have that joy, happiness, love, bliss, all of the things that you want to have. And I thank you for being here with me. Namaste. I see the beauty in you, and I know you deserve every ounce of love that you want to give, and you will get it back in equal or like measure, and or even greater, who knows. But like I said, the worst is behind, and better, your best life is ahead of you. So you're right where you need to be. Thank you for joining me.